Well, it's very important to realize that you're unkillable. The Bhagavad Gita, for example, it's a book where it describes a chap called Arjuna, who's a friend of Krishna. And Arjuna's asking Krishna and says, if we're such spiritual beings, Lord Krishna, why are we going off and killing people? Isn't this a bad thing? And Krishna says to him, are you a spiritual being? And he says, yes. Am I a spiritual being? Yes. Okay. And are these enemies, are they spiritual beings? Yes. Okay. So can we kill them? No. Quite extraordinary. Does make for a more relaxed viewpoint about life and death. There's a DVD that's been going around at the moment called The Secret, which talks about the power of attraction. Yes, I think that the power of attraction, this is very important. In other words, when you think good things about life, well, life kind of does good things with you. And if you think really bad stuff about life, like they're all out to get me and they're all horrible and I hate everybody and why is everything always going wrong in my life, situations are going to more often happen where bad things are happening. So because you're giving out different energy. And so I think that the idea of karma can be almost instant, almost, that what you're giving out now is what you're going to get now. It's almost as instant as that. I mean, it doesn't always work out exactly because sometimes something bad that can happen to you when you haven't been giving out bad energies is presenting to you what you ask of it. So some of the decisions that we made perhaps many thousands, many millions, maybe billions of years ago were decisions about how much randomness to have in life, about surprises, about sometimes I'll just have something weird happen to me. That'll be fun. So the world really is presenting to you what you ask of it. I'm not suggesting that I know all the answers to life, the universe, and everything, But anyway, going back to a more practical basis, Samir, because we can talk about spirituality for months and weeks and years, and I'm sure we will. And what practical use is any of this? Well, I find that I have a great deal more happiness than I used to have now that I have greater understandings of these kinds of understandings. And I find that I'm able to share with people fairly quickly some of these ideas. So, yes, I do run workshops, and I also teach children electronics and robotics. And one of the things that I find is very interesting for people is the field of renewable energies. So, for example, there's a lot of interest in the moment in wind power and solar power and, what's going to be the substitute for oil. In these lectures and demonstrations, I show devices and things that I've made are good to get people to explore and experiment for themselves, and possibly put onto their own rooftop a solar panel, put onto their own roof a wind generator, get their own batteries and make their own electricity, and learn how to become a little bit more self-sufficient. Self-sufficiency is a very worthwhile goal, to grow their own vegetables and things like that. So I feel that the more that people can grab hold of their own life, rather than leaving it to the supermarkets to provide them with everything, but, what can you provide for yourself? I don't suggest that you have to grow everything and make your own car. But you might like to convert a car to electric power. So, for example, I have a DVD which teaches people how to make their own electric car. And that's 12 or 13 or so people who've made their own electric cars by following the instructions, and I supply all the parts as well.